So a video that's been requested is an update to the System-1 firmware and drivers on the Mac. This one is about drivers on the Mac. So before you can obviously do the upload of any drivers, you need to get the drivers and the software updates for your instrument. You do that by going to roland.com, as you can see here. Go into the search bar or navigate through till you find the instrument you want, and then click on the downloads option against that instrument, which is normally about halfway down the page. Once you've done that, you'll be taken to a screen that looks like this: utilities and drivers, and this is for the System-1. And as you can see, for the System-1, we have the version update for the actual System-1 itself, plus the drivers for Mac and Windows 10, and somewhere down here is Windows 7, and the librarians as well. So we're going to do a driver update on the Mac. So the Mac is a 10.14 version, so we click on and select this driver, and you should be taken to a page that looks like this, which is the driver page, and you have to complete a agree to download, and then you download the file. And as you can see, the file has downloaded. Download should put a file on your computer. In this case, for the Mac, it comes as a tar file. If you double click on this, it will self-extract. There you go, opens a folder. And if you open that folder, there are all the files. Now, we're only really interested in this particular file at the moment, which is System-1 USB update package. So what we're going to do is we're going to double click this to start the driver installation. Obviously, it's asking me whether I want to run this because it can't authenticate the source against Apple. I do, so I'm going to carry on with that, and then I'm going to hit continue to carry on with the install. It's asking me where I want to install the software, so obviously I want to install it on my hard drive, and it's going to tell me that it's going to install the standard software. So I'm going to say OK, and I'm going to install it to the default location, and I'm going to hit install. Then it's going to ask me for a password. And then I'm going to tell it to install the software. And then obviously it now tells me that it's going to reboot the machine needs to reboot once the software is installed, which of course I'm fine with. Now it's said it's completely installed the software, and do I want to restart the machine? Now sometimes when you load this, it will ask you if you want to allow the driver to install. And what you need to do at that point is you need to go and click the Apple symbol, which is just off screen, and you need to go to System Preferences, and then you need to go to where is it? Security and Privacy, and down here will be a message that will say, do you want to allow content from Roland? And effectively there will be an allow button there, and you click on the allow button, and that will allow the extensions. Now it's really important that you do that within 30 minutes of the original installation, because if you don't, then the original installation will be blocked, and you'll have to go through the uninstall and reinstall routine to allow that to happen. Now, because I've already loaded software from the Roland Corporation with the same signature, my Mac is allowing this software to load without actually prompting me. So I'm going to close that down, and I'm going to check whether the drivers have installed. If you click your Apple icon and then go System Preferences, up will pop the System Preferences screen, and down the bottom here you should see the System-1 drivers. If you liked the content of the video you've just seen, please give it a thumbs up. It just helps the YouTube algorithm with its selection process. If you want to leave a comment, please feel free to do that as well. Down below somewhere should be the ability to do that. I do try to respond to all the comments that are raised on the channel. Sometimes it takes me a few weeks because of what I'm doing, and I'm getting more and more comments and questions raised on the channel, so it just takes sometimes a little bit of time to do a bit of research. If you want to be notified when I put more rants, mailbergs and videos about this sort of legacy tech and even modern tech on the channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and you'll be notified by YouTube when stuff happens. I try to publish at least 2 times a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. Until next time, bye bye.